All right, good morning, everyone. Today's reading is what angel is your past loved ones and or ancestors connecting with to help you, okay? So this is about the archangels again and your past loved ones and your ancestors. So they're all working together to help us, and this is helping us understand which ones they're bringing into your life to help you right now. And to help you with what, we'll find out eventually too. So today I have 4 cards and 4 crystals. All the crystals help with crown chakra, throat chakra energy, communication with your guides, with your angels, with your spirits, with past loved ones, ancestors, etc. So, not surprising. These are the ones that are here today. So we have the blue apatite to start for pile number 1, blue apatite. We have amethyst for pile number 2. We have this sodalite or sodalite, I don't know how to say it exactly, for pile number 3. And we have angelic celestite for pile number 4. So I'm going to open the energy, let you focus, and we'll get started. All right, if you haven't picked your pile yet, please go ahead and do so. You can pause the video and do so, but I'm going to get started now with my pile number 1s. So I'm going to get these guys out of the way. Just put them off to the side here where they can wait their turn. And pile number 1s with the blue apatite, okay? Crystal. Let's see. Oh, cameo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Cameo, maybe? Cameo? I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing any of these right, but we're going to go with it anyway. Okay, so this is the archangel. You know, the keyword that goes with Cameo is justice, and it's the one who sees God. The name means one who sees God, okay? Cameo is known as the angel of justice, forgiveness, and empowerment, okay? He helps keep us in check. He's a warrior like Michael, and he's pictured here as a powerful native warrior, and he has a tomahawk in one hand and a peace pipe in the other hand. So he's here to remind us that we can always choose between fear and peace, between war and peace, between fear and love, between, you know, darkness and light, etc. So he's here to remind us that it's our choice, okay? And that we have to take responsibility for our choices when it comes to that. Okay, so yeah. And when he reminds us that when we forgive ourselves and we forgive others and we strive to be compassionate, that's what we'll see. That's what will be reflected back to us. But if we choose to, you know, be unforgiving and not compassionate, that's what will be reflected back to us as well. He's kind of like Maribel, or Maribel, I guess her name is. He shows us that people are a mirror, okay? So we really need to look at ourselves and hold ourselves accountable, okay? For everything. And that's how justice really, you know, we might think something's unfair or unjust, but then we have to look at ourselves and say, well, are we being fair and just, right? So we always have the choice between, you know, the peace pipe and the tomahawk here. And it's always our choice, and we're accountable to our choices, and what we choose will be reflected back to us. All right? So that's who your ancestors have chosen to send your way to and your past loved ones to help you on your path. Now let's see what specifically they're trying to help you with. I'm going to shuffle the blue cards here. All right, and see what they are trying to say to you. Okay, so they're telling you that your strength comes, see, this is the strength card. It's also the Ace of Wands, but it's the strength card. that Major Arcana card, and that's what's drawing my attention right now. But the Ace of Wands is new opportunities to move forward. But they're telling you that your strength comes with your compassion, okay, with your gentleness, with your choice. When you choose love, that's when you're strong. When you choose fear, that's when you become weaker, okay? Your strength doesn't come from trying to dominate another, from judging another, from not forgiving another. None of that makes you strong. Loving, forgiveness, and compassion make you strong, okay? That's where you derive your strength from, okay? And that's what's going to help you and bring new opportunities to you to move forward. And they want you to remember that, okay? So very much like Camille's messages. Okay, we have a few more. Is it all the cards? No, it's just one of these cards. Which card is it? It's this card. Okay. So this is the King of Swords and the Emperor card, okay? So this is wisdom. This is wisdom, and it's clarity. They're trying to bring you a wisdom and a clarity, and you know, that will help you, okay, to be the King of Swords and the Emperor that you're meant to be. Okay, so the Emperor has authority. So do all kings. Obviously, they have authority, and they have, you know, they're looked up to. They're considered successful and wise and experienced, and that's what gives them the authority. And so the reason why your ancestors, past loved ones, and this archangel are trying to impart this wisdom on you is so that you can become the King of Swords, the Emperor that you're meant to be, okay? So, yeah. What else do they want to say about that, if anything? Nothing. Okay. Let's see. What are the gold cards going to say to you? All right. Okay. Okay, you see the potential, but you're cautious about something. So let's see what that is. What is it that's holding you back? Okay, because they want you to move forward. So something is holding you back. That's what that card is telling me. Okay. From these cards, which one is it that they want us to... They want us to see. What card is it? This one? Okay. Okay. So what is holding you back from having this? See, these are all swords, okay? They're all clarity. And there's, you know, you have the potential to have this awakening, but something is holding you back. You have the potential to be this emperor, but something is holding you back, okay? You have some caution around that. There's something that is making you cautious around that. And yeah, what is that? They're not giving me a direct answer yet. Let's see. Is it a different deck that you want me to use? What is it that's... Okay, this deck. What is it that is holding my pile number ones back from having this awakening, fully having this awakening, from fully understanding that their strength and their power, personal power, and their ability to be the Emperor, King of Swords, so you know, having that clarity and wisdom and experience and authority over themselves. What is it that's holding them back? Oh, okay. What is it? Okay, they just keep telling us. So they're telling me the same thing over again. See, this is compassion transmutes, okay? So We understand that. We get that message. We understand it. Okay? Or do we not? Do we not? Maybe. Because they're giving us this message: compassion, forgiveness, love, compassion, forgiveness. You know, that's what transmutes everything. That's what gives you your strength. That's what gives you the ability to be the emperor and the king of swords. That's what brings you this awakening. So what more do we need to know, if anything? What is it? Because there is this card here that says that we have some caution. So tell me, which deck do you want me to use to find what is holding us back, what this caution is about? I'm just looking at my decks over here. What is this caution about? What is holding us back? Okay. I hear this card, this deck. It's underneath all my other decks, so I'm just pulling it out. The Dark Mirror. Oh, makes sense. They want us to look at the Dark Mirror cards because he's telling us everybody in our world is a mirror. So this makes complete sense that we want to use this one to find out what is holding you back from this awakening, from being this emperor, from achieving this personal power, because there is something. Okay. It's one of these 3 cards. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to put these 3 cards and I want to use the pendulum. I hear this pendulum. Okay, is it this card in the middle? Okay, that's one. Is it this card? Nope. And is it this card? Yes, so we have 2 cards. Okay. I have 2 cards here from this deck that want to be seen to help us understand what it is. Okay, interesting. So we have fragmentation and downcast pride. Okay. I don't use these cards often, so I'm going to have a peek at the book and see what they're trying to say to us. Get me started on what they're trying to say to us. Okay. It says, fragmentation says, when rage is projected inward, destruction joins confusion and we break. Losing a sense of self is a crescendo of noise, a decrescendo of pain, and a prelude to nothingness. Okay. So this tells me there's something you're not willing to forgive yourself for. Okay? That you need to forgive yourself for. Okay, it says here, what is broken can be mended. Not so it returns whole, but at least until it tells a new story. Okay. All right, we're going to leave that there. We're going to go to this next one, Downcast Pride, and then I'm going to know more right here. Okay. So something that you're not willing to forgive yourself for. Something you're not willing to give yourself compassion for. Okay. Downcast pride. Bending to adapt becomes an excuse for the habit of bending. The root of sadness and grief is deeper than the skin. The only delusion is the gray sky. Survival is a direct consequence of adaptation. What we call adaptation is not the result of a subtle but constantly constructive change of ourselves, but rather a mockery of it. As we strip day to day of our dignity in order to avoid conflict with a world that would spread us apart. Okay. Okay. So this tells me that there's something you've done that you're ashamed of, okay? Something you've done just to survive at one time. So it could be, you took something, it could be as small as to fit in with your friends, you shoplifted. It could be something bigger. It could be that you've kept silent when you thought you shouldn't have. You know, there's something that you did that you're not forgiving yourself for, and that's not allowing. So by not forgiving yourself, you're not allowing yourself to be whole, and therefore you're not allowing yourself to heal, because heal, the root of the word heal is whole. So to be healed, we have to allow all of our being to be whole. We have to forgive and love unconditionally every part of ourselves, okay? So, and you might be bringing mirrors into your life, as this card shows us, in order to show yourself that part of yourself that you're ashamed of, that you, refuse to allow to integrate with you. You refuse to be compassionate toward, to be forgiving toward, to be unconditionally loving toward. Okay, so there's something that you need to forgive yourself for. Okay, that's what this is telling me. So I don't know what that is, okay? But you will. If you don't already know, you will. So this archangel and your ancestors and your past loved ones are working with you to help you see this. So you might be looking in some mirrors. You might be seeing some people doing some of the things you didn't like. It could be a lie that you told, a long time ago, just to survive a situation, right? But they're saying forgive yourself, okay? Forgive yourself. You're a human being. We all do this. We adapt to survive, okay? So you have to let it go. You have to forgive yourself. You have to have compassion for yourself. You have to love yourself unconditionally. Well, you don't have to, okay? But if you want to have this awakening fully, that's what they're guiding you to do. That's what they're trying to help you to do. If you want to become this emperor, okay, this king of swords with clarity and experience and authority and etc., okay? So you see the potential to become this, but something in your past is making you cautious, all right? And what I'm hearing is, it's like this card said, okay, the message, I'm going to go back to it because it really says it well, actually. It says, have you acted out of a lack of integrity? Are you taking full responsibility for your life? Reveal the true you, and you will see the loving nature of humankind. So I'm going to just read it because it says it really well. People often act as mirrors for what's really going on inside of us. So if there is something in your life or someone in your life who is upsetting or irritating you, ask yourself where you could be demonstrating the same quality. This can be an enlightening experience. The trick is to love that quality within yourself to heal it. Likewise, if someone is treating you with less than love, where are you holding love from yourself? When we embrace our shadow, it stops being a shadow and comes to light. Get into the daily habit of loving and forgiving yourself. Okay, so while I was reading that, what came to me is greed. They want to talk about greed. There was a time where you were greedy that you need to remember. Okay, and so you're seeing greed in the world, and it's upsetting you, it's irritating you, it's annoying you. You don't like it, you don't want to forgive it, you don't want to allow it, you don't want to accept it, you don't want to have compassion for the greedy. Okay? But that's what's going to give you your strength. Okay, so we talked in the last reading that I did, we talked about forgiving those who are in survival, forgiving those who are deeply rooted in lack consciousness and fear consciousness, right? He's showing us we can choose between the two. And how we needed to have compassion and forgive those. But what's coming up now is, but what about the people who are just greedy? Okay? So, just greedy. So that tells me that we don't believe that they are in fear consciousness or lack consciousness. They are just greedy. So the root of the word greedy, actually, is hungry. So they are in that fear consciousness. It's the same thing. Greed is the same. Because if you perceive yourself to be hungry, you believe in lack. Okay? You go into fear that you're never going to get something to eat, right? So greedy people are in that fear too. They are. So forgive yourself for your greed. Okay? That's what they have for you. You go have a great day and work on that, okay? Like they said, forgive yourself and love yourself daily. Don't let yourself be fooled. Greed is part of it. It's part of that lack consciousness. Forgive it, okay? All right. I'm going to move on to my pile number 2s now. You guys, go have a good day, like I said. All right, pile number 2. With the amethyst crystal, let's see who your ancestors and past loved ones are bringing to help you. Oh, look at that. I cannot pronounce that name. But I do know that this is a beautiful, beautiful archangel. I'm going to try Melchizedek. Melchizedek, okay? Melchizedek is, a very, very masterful angel, I'm going to say. They all are, obviously. So Melchizedek's one word to describe him is ascension, okay? So he's like the grandfather of the archangels, okay? He's the keeper of the ascension pathway. He's the bridge between heaven and earth. He helps us find enlightenment, all right? His message is, beloved, this message comes with confirmation that you have now been initiated into the order of Melchizedek, an etheric lineage of ancient souls who are returning to earth to assist with the ascension. I am always with you. Okay, so this card is about ascension. So your ancestors and your past loved ones are helping you with that. Okay. So when you step into this role of ascending, you become aware that you have a responsibility not just to yourself, but for all life. To embody the divine in human form is the highest level of spiritual attainment we can reach while here on earth, okay? Your task is to heal and integrate all of your timelines within this current lifetime and become one with your God self. Okay, so this is huge. This is big. All right. Wow. Your past loved ones and ancestors and Melchizedek himself are all here helping you with this. So this is something you probably asked for and want, I'm assuming. I hope. Okay, let's see what the tarot cards say to us about this for you. Not surprising, it's the amethyst crystal. Look at all this purple here. Okay, what do you guys want to say to pile number 2 about this, if anything? Okay, these 3 cards, 4 cards. Is it all 4 cards? It's these 2. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you're bringing everything up to the surface. You're connecting. See, he's the bridge between heaven and earth. And you're becoming a bridge between heaven and earth. That's what this card is telling me. You're becoming a Melchizedek soul is what they call it. Or you are one. You've been initiated somehow. You must have done something to do that. You'll probably know what that is. Had a healing, had an awakening, whatever it is. Yeah, you're bridging. You are a bridge between heaven and earth. Okay, and they're supporting you, this archangel and your ancestors and past loved ones. You're going to be collaborating with other souls that are on the same path to ascension. Okay, they're becoming this bridge between heaven and earth here on earth. Okay, so yeah. Okay, what else? Whew, I'm getting chills. Major chills. Okay. Pile number 2s. What else do they want you to know? Okay. Yeah. This card keeps coming out these days. Okay. You're moving forward. You're moving forward, you know, in a new direction, new opportunities, etc. New way. The new way. We keep talking about this new way here on earth that's coming, which is, you know, love consciousness versus love and unity consciousness versus fear and separation. In your head, that's what you're doing. And your strength, this is the strength card. This card speaks of your strength coming, your personal power, your strength, your courage. It all comes from being compassionate. It comes from being forgiving and from loving yourself and the world unconditionally. Okay, and there we go. 33. Master teachers. You're my master teachers. 33. Okay. So you're going to teach others about this. Okay. That's what this collaboration is. And this card tells me that you're teaching others to let go of any pain and sorrow. You've let go of any pain and sorrow that you've experienced in this lifetime and in past lifetimes, because you've understood it. You've understood the gift of it, I guess, the purpose of it, your choice of it. I'm hearing all of those things. And you're going to help others to understand, okay? You're going to teach others, and that's how you bridge. That's how you ascend. So, yeah, you're a teacher. You're a master teacher. Okay, what else do they want us to look at here? What's the message with these cards? Still chills. Okay. Let's see. Oh, almost. Okay, what do you guys want to tell us with these cards? Show us. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the pillar. Okay, yeah, you are building a very strong foundation. All right, you are creating something. A foundation of some sort. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what they want to say about this. Yeah. This card says you need to rise to the occasion. Okay. It indicates a time where we need to be all things: the backbone, the nurturer, the provider, the lover. The pillar asks that you step into these roles as best as you can, knowing that you are being pushed outside of your comfort zone. You will learn just how capable you are. It is a time where you take your gifts to a new height and learn that our perceived flaws are just that, perceived. Okay, that's why your strength comes from here, forgiving all those flaws. If you have been resisting a new opportunity, okay, or role that has been presented to you, it is time to step up into it and trust that you will learn as you go. Okay. This is also a time where our container grows. We learn just how much space we can hold for ourselves and for others. Continue to listen to yourself. Fill your own cup so that you can be there for others. But do not forget to push yourself. Okay? You can hold space for yourself, for your family, for your community. But do these things with empowered boundaries, okay? Place your personal well-being first, knowing that your service will be better because of it. All right? So yeah, you need that strong foundation. This card is saying, make sure that you're strong, that you're loving, forgiving, loving unconditionally, and forgiving, and being compassionate toward yourself first. That's the foundation, okay? That is the foundation. And then from there, you can step up to this path of ascension, into this teaching role of teaching others how to ascend, okay? And by ascension, it's rising above, right? It's rising above this grief, pain, sorrow, fear. You know, it's rising above this separation consciousness into the unity consciousness, okay? It's seeing the big picture instead of just being caught up in the little picture. All right, that's what it means. It's not as daunting as it sounds, okay? But you do have a role to play in teaching others. That's what I hear. That's what these cards are telling me with the 33. You have a role to play in teaching others how to be this bridge between heaven and earth that you're being, okay? Through forgiveness, compassion, unconditional love. Those three things keep coming up over and over and over again. So, is there anything else that you want to tell these guys with any of the cards? Okay. Yeah, they want me to shuffle these ones for one more message for you. Ouch. Sorry. Sorry, the ouch. My left shoulder is bugging me, which doesn't surprise me. Shoulders have to do with loving yourself and loving others. The left in particular has to do with loving yourself. So, yeah, bugging me a little bit right now. Okay, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Okay, and look at the pillar here. Look at that pillar. You are supported, okay? You're supported by you when you love and forgive yourself and love yourself unconditionally, have compassion for yourself. That's how you support you. And you're supported by your angels, okay? And by your past loved ones and your ancestors and all of these beings. And they're saying, if you knew this, if you truly, truly knew how supported you were, what would you do? Okay? Would you answer this calling to teach in some way? It doesn't have to be professionally, okay? But to teach others in some way, to help others find their path of ascension, find their path, their bridge between heaven and earth. All right? That's what I have for you. Look at these two cards. That's what I have for you today. I hear that's it. That's all you need to know today. All right. It's a need to know basis with these guys. So I'm going to move on to my pile number 3, but that's what they have for you today. And let that sink in and go about your day. Okay. Okay, pile number 3, the sodalite crystal. Let's see who you're being connected with to aid in whatever they're trying to aid you in. Okay, so let's Raziel, I think is the name. Pretty sure that's close to how we're pronouncing it. The key word with Raziel is mystery, and Raziel's name means secrets of God. Okay, and it says, like the Jewish high priest in this card, he's the angel of mysteries. All right. He's strongly associated with the gift of clairvoyance, and he can help your spiritual sight to fully awaken. Okay, he's guiding you to see truth in any given situation. He can teach you to trust your intuition and inner guidance. And he boosts your personal power to allow you to see past any fears or illusions that may be holding you back on your sacred path. Like Archangel Metatron, Raziel is closely associated with the mystical science of sacred geometry and esoteric symbols. He will often bring you messages in the form of glyphs or sigils, either in your physical sight or in your mind's eye. The most prominent of these being the Tree of Life symbol, which relates to knowledge and our connection to the divine. Raziel is said to be the author of a sacred text known as the Book of Raziel. So you may see the symbol of a book around you, or be guided to write when he is around. He brings guidance about the next steps on your own alchemical and spiritual evolution, okay? So you see the symbol here of his book in here. I don't know if you've ever seen that before. So the message he comes with is be open to magic and mystery. Pay close attention to signs and symbols. Okay? You are experiencing, or may be experiencing, an awakening or a deepening of your gifts. Well, that's quite beautiful. Okay. So you may find yourself becoming more interested in esoteric concepts and feel drawn to study the subjects of alchemy, tarot, Reiki, quantum physics, and magic, and others. No matter how much you study or how much knowledge you gain, the true spiritual master knows there is no such thing as wisdom without love. Without it, you would be missing the point, okay? Okay. All right. So, there's a theme with all of these archangels. And they talk about love and how important love is. Unconditional love in everything, okay? In all of our pursuits, no matter what it is that you're pursuing. It starts with unconditional love for yourself and then unconditional love for all. What else do they want to say to you? I'm going to shuffle a tarot and see how many cards are here. Is it all 4 cards? No. Okay. Which cards? I'm going to just put them here. 2 on this side, 2 on this side. And I'm going to use the pendulum. I hear it's this guy. And we'll see which cards are meant for you. This one. Okay. Not that one. Okay. Not that one. Okay. And this one is meant for you. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. You are becoming the high priestess, Hierophant, whatever you want to call it, but you are becoming the high priestess. This is death of the old, birth of the new, transformation. It's the death card. We know that, right? Transformation. And this is the high priestess card. And this, this is what this card is talking about. You're finding yourself drawn to the mysteries of the universe, okay? And you are becoming this high priestess who understands the mysteries of the universe and understands this universal balance and understands how to partner with the physical world, how to partner with the spiritual and physical world, okay? How to be both, how to open your intuition, receiving, etc. So that's very clear. Okay, let's see if these gold cards have anything for you. And they're helping you, your ancestors, your past loved ones, and this archangel. They're helping you, okay? They're guiding you. Especially certain books, okay? That's what they're saying, certain books. But they want to caution you, you know, it doesn't come from books. Books will help, but it comes from opening yourself up. Okay, opening yourself up to the receiving, loving yourself unconditionally enough to be willing to listen to yourself, to hear for yourself, to be yourself, okay? There's some anxiety around that for you, okay? There's some anxiety around that for you. Okay, you're a person who likes to know. You're a person who likes to go by the book. That's what I'm hearing. So opening yourself up to this transformation of being this high priestess and just knowing without a book. Even the books guide you and help you. It's very much like when I'm doing these readings, I resist opening the books. I don't want to open the books. I want it to come from me like it is right now. But sometimes opening the book is important, right? Because sometimes the book has a message that I might not receive as easily as if I just opened the book. So, this is the balance here. So yes, the book is great, but so is your intuition. So both, okay? You need both. You need both. You need what's written by others that has, been recorded over centuries and lifetimes and millennia, for us to learn from, and also be open to receiving more than what's in the book, okay? The anxiety. Let's see what they have to say about the anxiety. Okay, these cards. What do they have to say to you about the anxiety? What do they want you to know? This one. Oh, look at that. The Eight of Cups. Okay. And the Moon card. Okay, this tells me that your anxiety is you don't want to know anything negative. You don't want to know anything dark. You don't want to open yourself up to receiving any darkness, any negativity. All right? So don't. Okay? You always have free will. You always have choice. I mean, we do come to a place, when we come to this place of emotional and spiritual fulfillment that the Eight of Cups indicates, and this understanding of things, we do come to understand that all belongs. The darkness belongs, okay? The darkness does belong, but that doesn't mean you have to choose it, and that doesn't mean you have to open your door to it, okay? So when you're opening yourself up to your intuition, open yourself up and say, I'm choosing to open myself up to the light. Okay, I'm choosing to open myself up to all beings of light, all, angels of light, all the knowing from the light that I can receive. And then say, darkness, although you belong, and I accept that you belong, and I forgive that you belong, and I will love you unconditionally. I'm choosing the light. And if you're not choosing the light, then I don't wish to participate. Okay? It's as simple as that. It really, really is. In a reading the other day, a card came up that said, turn your back to the darkness, face the light. And you can do that. Just as long as you understand that when you turn your back to the darkness, you're not rejecting it. You're not denying its existence. And you're not saying, I don't love you, and I don't forgive you, and I don't allow you. You're just saying, I'm not choosing you. Okay? And that's it. It's as simple as that. Okay? So I know it's an oversimplification maybe, but it really is that simple. And if you start doing it, I'm feeling your anxiety. I'm feeling it in my heart right now. So that's why I'm shuffling these cards to hear if there's something else that these cards want to tell us about it. But it's actually giving me a headache. It's making me not feel well. So I get it. It's not, it's fear, right? We feel fear of the darkness. So until we overcome that fear of the darkness and we are in a place where we can allow it, where we can forgive it, where we can love it unconditionally, but simply say you're not the choice I'm making, you'll continue to feel this. Okay, so boundaries, what a perfect card. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can set boundaries. You can say, I'm not choosing to participate with darkness here. Okay, yes, I'm open to receiving and understanding all these mysteries and the magic, and I want all of that. I want to understand that. I want to know all of this, mystical, magical secrets of the universe. However, I'm not willing to encounter the darkness. Okay, I'm not willing to open myself up to the darkness. I choose to open myself up to light, and that's it. Many mediums, very famous ones, whether you believe they have a gift or not, they all say the same thing, that they had to set those boundaries before they could open themselves up to their gifts. Okay, once they set those boundaries, their gifts opened up, in a much bigger way. So these boundaries are okay. It's okay for you to set those boundaries, all right? More than okay. It's necessary. If you're, not out of fear though, okay? You can be afraid. That belongs. That's allowed. We'll forgive it. We'll allow it. We'll love fear unconditionally as well. But, okay. But you're setting these boundaries out of love for yourself. Okay. Not fear of another, but love for yourself. Not hatred of another, but love for yourself. Okay. That's what I'm hearing from them right now. That's the explanation they're giving us. And, that tightness in my heart, that fear, that nausea is starting to lift. So I feel like you are hearing that. Okay. And so am I. Let's see. One last card to help us understand what we're doing here. Okay. Yeah. Is it both cards? Well, it's this one. Okay, it's this one. You're awakening. Okay. This to energetic upgrades and a new way of being, like they said. Okay. And this new way of being is integration. Okay. Which is, we've talked about this over and over again, becoming whole, healing, etc. So you are having this awakening. Okay. And it's natural when you're having this awakening to be a fear, to have that fear of am I opening myself up to all these crazy things? You can set these boundaries, you can choose. So then this card is a clarification card for this. When you awaken, you're just tuning into the portal of your heart. Okay. So tune into the portal of your heart. All right. And choose love. Choose love over fear. Choose unity over separateness. Choose abundance over lack. Choose light over darkness. Okay? That you are completely allowed to make that choice. All right? Not because you reject darkness, not because you hate darkness, not because you don't allow it to exist, but just because you have free will. Okay? And your free will is to choose the light, the love. Okay? That's what they have for you. All right. You go have a great day now, and I'm going to move on to my pile number 4s and see what their ancestors and past loved ones are guiding them toward. All right? All right. Bye-bye now. All right, my pile number 4 with the Angelic Celestite. Okay? There's one over here too. This is a rough one, and this is a polished one. Okay, connecting you with your angelic realms, which is what we're doing here. So let's see. Oh, the twins. Okay, they want you to see truth. They're helping you to see truth in all things, in all ways. Okay? So you have a pair of twins helping you that your ancestors and past loved ones are bringing to help you. Okay, so they represent truth. Their message says, ask us to bring you clarity when the truth evades you. We can help you to discern the right choice when making an important decision, or when you are unsure of the highest course of action to take. With our help, anything remaining hidden will soon come swiftly out into the light. Okay? So they help us achieve our gift of true discernment, okay? When you're willing to accept the truth, however harsh, that is the gift of these twins. Be willing to look deeply inside your own mind and thought processes to uncover where you may be hiding from the truth. Also be willing to look at where you perhaps have been overlooking the reality of another's actions or intentions. Okay? Resolve to rebalance any discrepancies. Okay, so I don't know what's going on in your life that you need to see some truth around it, but that's what they're telling you here, okay? I'm getting a little dizzy with this one. All right, let's see. What do they want to tell us here? Whew. Okay, let's see what they want to say to you. What do you want to say to pile number 4 about seeing truth. This is the card. Okay. Okay, the Hierophant sees the truth. He has the keys to the universe, to the wisdom of the universe. He has his third eye wide open. Yeah, he's very, very, very wise. So that's what they're helping you to become. That's what seeing the truth will help you become. Okay? Yeah. They want you to have clarity. The sun represents shining a light, clarity. You know, it also represents harvest and all kinds of wonderful things. And the 9 is fulfillment, moving forward in a fulfilling way. Okay, so this is a great card. So they want you to have so much clarity. That's what they're trying to give you here. Okay, they want you to have clarity that will bring you a more simple life, a more clear life. Pull you out of the drama and into the bigger picture. That's what I'm hearing. So whatever is going on in your life that needs that. Are these the cards? Okay, put them down. Are these the cards? Let me give you a chance to swing here. That is not the card, okay. This is the card, okay. And what about this one? Not that one, okay. So this is the card. Okay. This can represent a marriage. So for some of you, that might be what this is about. Okay, you might be, this big decision you're making might have to do with being, being married, a marriage, staying in a marriage, accepting a marriage proposal, whatever it might be, leaving a marriage, okay? Yeah, for some of you, that's what it is. For some of you, it could be a different kind of partnership. It could be a friendship. It could be a work thing. But it's definitely about, yeah, you have a big decision to make, they're telling me. That you need to be very, very clear, and you need to see the truth of the situation before making that decision. So ask for them to help you. Whatever this is, there's a partnering. There's a quote-unquote marriage of some sort, whether it be to your work, a work relationship, whether it be a friendship relationship, whether it be an actual marriage, okay? Or even children, okay? But you need to see the truth in order to make that decision, okay? Okay, you need to have, it needs to be very clear. Things need to become very, very clear for you. And yeah, this is the mastery card. So you're going to master seeing the truth, being the Hierophant, having this clarity of the Sun card. Okay, you are going to master it. They're helping you to master it. Okay, this goes here. And there's one more. They're helping you to master the truth, seeing the truth. Okay, that's what they want to tell you with that card. So don't worry, they're helping you. Ask for their help and receive their help. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, what else? What else do they want to tell you with the... Is it the blue deck? I grabbed the blue deck, so I assume it's the blue deck. Yeah, it's the blue deck. Okay, what do you have for my pile number 4s with the blue deck? This guy. Okay. So yeah, you see the potential of something, but you're cautious. Okay, so you see the potential of this union. I'm going to call it a union. Whether, whatever relationship or whatever level that's on. It could even be with the spirit world, with whatever. So whatever this union is for you, you see the potential, but you're cautious because you need to see the whole, you need to see the bigger picture. You need to have this clarity, okay? You need to have this clarity. You need to be able to see the truth clearly. And that's what they're helping you do. They're helping you master that, and they want you to know. So, but they know you see the potential, but they also know you're cautious, and that's okay. They're saying that's okay. All right, now they want me to use these cards to see what's going on with you. Okay. What do you want to tell my pile number 4s with these cards? Is it these guys? Yeah. It's these two, right? Yeah. Okay, so they want you to reflect. Okay, which makes sense. Look at this. They want you to reflect on this union here. But look, we have the sun, we have the union, we have the third eye wide open. So yeah, this tells me that, okay, this tells me, I think that it's all good is what I'm hearing. That's what it's saying to me. It's all good, right? It's all good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Don't be fearful in any way, okay, about this reading that you're getting here today, about what they're telling you. You just need to take some time to reflect, okay, on this, so that you can see the truth clearly and that you can see it all clearly, okay? So what I'm going to just read from the book. They say, without a reflective practice, we end up repeating the same pattern over and over again, unable to reach our potential. This card asks that you sit in silence for a few moments and reflect upon what has been coming up for you recently. What emotions do you find yourself experiencing continually? What situations do you find yourself in often? Are you finding unease in an area of your life? Have you experienced it before? When? When was the first time you remember feeling this way? How did your family handle these sort of situations when you were young? When we reflect, the intention is not to fix, but simply to view ourselves and our lives with less bias and more openness. That's what they're saying with this card here. You need to do a little bit of a reflection on what's going on in your life around this union, I believe. Okay? You also need to set some boundaries. Boundaries are okay, right? Maybe there's some boundaries that you're not setting, or maybe you're setting too many boundaries. Maybe you're being too rigid in your boundaries. That could be it too. I don't know which way. I hear, for some of you it'll be that one, and for some of you it'll be the other. You'll know when you reflect. Okay, they're helping you see this. Okay, they can be a difficult thing to master. Okay, to set healthy boundaries, it requires the balance of knowing exactly what your needs are. So that's what they want you to reflect on. What are your needs? Your true needs, okay? Yeah, you need to check in and see what relationship you have with boundary setting. Do you struggle to communicate your boundaries? Do you struggle to communicate your needs? Are there patterns that continue to crop up in your life around boundaries, setting boundaries? Okay, this is what this is telling me. Yeah, so you really need to take some time to reflect and get really clear, and they're helping you with it, okay? They're helping you with it. They want you to know that, okay? Is it this card that just jumped out? Okay, this is... They tell me you're longing for home. You're longing to belong, okay? You're longing to belong. And this longing to belong might be leading you to not... this longing for a home and this longing for belonging might be leading you to not setting the boundaries that you need to set, okay? Or to setting too many boundaries. It can be, can be imbalanced either way. All right, they want me to shuffle these one more time. There's one more card to come from this. What else do you want to tell pile number 4 with these cards? All right, well, this card doesn't come out often. So I don't know what you need to just say yes to, but you need to just say yes to something. It might be to connecting with these twins, to experience the clarity and the truth that they have to show you. It might be to this proposal that I'm seeing here. It might be to becoming the Hierophant. It might be to setting these boundaries. I don't know. So I'm going to have to see what they have to say here. I'm going to tune in. You might know it already, but I don't know it yet. Okay. Say yes to you. You need to say yes to you. Okay, this is about those needs. One of these cards, this one I think said that maybe you're not being honest with yourself about your needs. Okay, maybe you're not being 100% truthful with yourself about your needs, your wants, your desires. Maybe you're in the pattern, remember we talked about these patterns, of saying no to yourself. Okay, of setting these boundaries around yourself to keep your needs, your desires, your wants in check. For whatever reason, it's something you've learned. Oh, that makes my heart heavy. So yeah, you need to start saying yes to yourself, first and foremost. Take time to reflect. Take time to get to know you, what it is you want, what you need, what you desire. Okay, see the truth of you. And say yes to you. Okay? I hear that's it. That's what they have for you today. I hope this made some sense. I hope you resonated with it, and I hope it helps in some way. You go have a great day. All right, bye-bye.